Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to watch the second set of episodes for Tales of the Jedi. I really liked the first couple episodes. I like that they're really short. I like that they're getting the point across with these episodes without them being long and drawn out. I think Dave Filoni is a master at that. He's really good at telling a tale. He really is. I really like that we got baby Ahsoka. I really like that we got to see her village and her family, and kind of her come into her Jedi powers. And really, I thought it was interesting that the elder of the village kind of knew that she was Jedi, and I don't know how I don't know how they contact somebody and be like, hey, we got one of them, or if the Jedi end up coming to their planet to take her. I don't really know how that works. I think it might be interesting to actually see. I don't think that they all just happen upon them like Qui-Gon did with Anakin. But it'd be really interesting to kind of know that whole process because do they just rip them away from their families or are they like given to the Jedi? Because like maybe it's a better way of life for some of them. Very curious if they're going to show us any of that. I don't. They normally try to not make the Jedi look so bad, but we'll see. We also got a young Count Dooku with a young Qui-Gon Jinn. And you kind of start to see like the cracks in Dooku. And I don't blame him actually. I'm kind of behind him that the corruption of the Senate and the senators and seeing how the people are living because of the corruption and kind of what that means, what he's doing and who he's actually working for, and what that says about him. I don't think that he's happy or pleased with that. But it seems like Mace Windu doesn't mind as much. He can find out that a senator is corrupt and kind of not link it to himself or to the Jedi. And he's very much a rule follower. And Dooku likes to go to the beat of his own drum, and that's kind of me too, which is really interesting because I never thought I'd be like, Team Dooku, but here I am. If I had to pick between those two, because I've never really been a huge fan of Mace Windu or Count Dooku, but, that's a big but. I definitely, if I have to pick from one to the other, I'm kind of a little bit more in Dooku's camp. That's just how it goes. I don't know what the next three episodes are. I did say in my first reaction that they kind of ruined the fact that Ahsoka was in this with the thumbnails. I hadn't seen any trailers or anything. I didn't know what this was about, but then I was like, well, shit, that's already ruined, so I'm going to read the synopsis. And that's how I found out that Count Dooku is going to be in this. I was not aware of Qui-Gon Jinn. That was a wonderful surprise. I have to say, like, it's funny how I didn't think about it. I didn't recognize him. And then as soon as it was revealed, I was like, oh yeah, duh. So we're probably going to get a little bit of the Jedi Council. Considering Dooku did not get a seat on the council, Mace Windu did, and that's because he's a rule follower. Nerd. But if we could see that unfold and we could kind of see Dooku's fall from grace a little bit, not even fall from grace, I guess his fall into the Emperor's grasps. Like, not even fall from grace, like the fall into the grasp of the Emperor. I wonder if Palpatine is going to be in this. I don't know. I try to ignore the rest of the thumbnails. The main photo and the first thumbnail of a baby Ahsoka was what kind of ruined it for me. Not ruined it. It's not ruined. It's not ruined. But ruined the surprise that could have happened. I think I would have been way more emotional not knowing that. But anyway, I think there's plenty of emotion to come. Dave Filoni has a way of writing it and having it animated, and the music, everything. Filoni's the man. He really is. He really is. I love all his stuff, and I'm very excited for Ahsoka. I don't know if he's heading that up or not. I guess I don't know if I should look that up. I hate looking stuff up because then I know too much and then I have expectations. I'd rather not have any expectations. I'd rather just kind of go into it a little blind without knowing anything and discovering it that way. Unless the thumbnail ruins it for me. Way to go, Disney Plus. All right, guys. Let's get into it. Back to Coruscant. Gave me a taste of Ahsoka and then took it away. 3 episodes of Count Dooku in a row. It's a bit much. Cool.
Code accepted. Master Cipher DS. Planet Camino. Location deleted.
Okay.
Camino Archive data deleted.
Was this a big jump in time? Because it looks like he aged a little bit. Oh my god. And Yaddle? Is that Yaddle?
I heard of your report to the Council. Tell me about this mysterious attacker on Tatooine.
I encountered a highly skilled warrior, one obviously trained in the Jedi arts.
Is that Liam Neeson?
But the wisdom of the Council is to be cautious until we know more.
Master Yaddle is right about one thing.
It is Yaddle.
The Sith Lord is not to be trifled with. And I will not be there to protect you, my old Padawan.
You need not worry, Master. Obi-Wan fills that role now. He acquits himself quite well.
I should like to meet him someday.
Oh, you will. Well, I like that we got something out of Yaddle. The Sith Lord. Oh god. So wait. Are we gonna get Darth Maul? Or is it gonna be Palpatine?
I used to bring Qui-Gon here. As a boy, he was fascinated with this tree, having been born here on Coruscant, a planet of steel and stone. He knew nothing like it.
He was born on Coruscant.
Qui-Gon Jinn has become one with the Force. It is time to let him go.
And you can do this?
What choice have I?
Wow. I never thought about Dooku losing Qui-Gon. That probably didn't help, huh? The music has been amazing. Do we get a whole lot from Yaddle in the movies? I don't know. I don't think we see her die.
Qui-Gon Jinn, you allowed Maul to kill him.
You lost an apprentice, and so did I. All in service of our greater goals.
He could have been a powerful ally.
For you, perhaps.
You question my loyalty?
Always.
Oh.
This ends here, Sith Lord.
Oh, God.
Whatever your crimes are, help me now.
Then you heard.
Whatever lies he's told you, whatever you have done, you can make up for it now by bringing him to justice.
He just questioned your loyalty, Dooku.
You want to prove your loyalty? Kill her.
There is still a chance to make things right.
I'm afraid it is too late.
Yeah. I don't remember him killing her or, like, her dying, though. Yeah, okay, good, girl. I do love watching a Yoda species fight. Uh-huh. Future Grogu. That's what we got to look forward to. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen with Grogu or not.
You were right about so many things. The Council should have listened.
Wow. Oh, God. She's a little badass. No!
You have done well, my apprentice.
Oh, atta girl. Jedi theme. Force theme.
give you peace, Master Yaddle.
That was an amazing fade out into his eyes. I don't ever remember them even saying anything about Yaddle's death in any of the movies. Maybe they didn't know, but damn. She was a boss, though. God, still on Coruscant. Get back to AHSOKA. Is that Anakin? It is Anakin.
You're right on time.
Oh, really? I thought I was late.
That's what I meant.
I love their relationship. Uh-oh. Oh.
These are the new training remotes, designed to simulate battle droids.
Wow. I love watching AHSOKA do her thing. Nice. I just realized who that was. Kanan.
Thanks for coming, Master.
Well, I was in the area.
Any thoughts?
You don't want to know.
I love their relationship, but I also hate it too.
It's a lousy test.
But it's what every Jedi does.
Exactly. Look, you want a real test?
Name it.
Okay, I'll make you an actual test. Then we'll see what you really learned.
Like brother and sister. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm back in Clone Wars again. Practice makes perfect. Or permanent.
You're right on time.
I thought I was late.
That's what I mean.
I forgot about Rex.
Captain Rex and the boys have agreed to help with the test.
Just, you know, I absolutely love Rex.
Make sure your blasters are set to stun. Droids are predictable. I want you to be prepared for anything.
Oh god. I miss the clone troopers. It's so weird to say out loud.
Feel the intention of the trooper who will fire first. You'll be able to sense the moment before they even pull the trigger.
Oh. It's a shitty test, but it's a fair one.
That's it. Come on. You'll get used to it. Wake up.
Kind of want to avoid that
How
from
long
now
was
on.
I out?
An hour.
An hour?
Yeah, Jesse really tagged you.
Sorry, Commander.
Oh, I miss these clone troopers so much. Oh, that's a lot of stunning. Like days could go by, depending.
Let's go again.
A horrible, wonderful test.
Again. Again.
Jeez.
Again. Well, you're waking up faster.
That's good, I guess.
This is ridiculous. The droids aren't half as good as Rex's men.
That's the point. Is about life and death. And as your master, I'm responsible for you. The best way I can protect you is to teach you how to protect yourself. And if you can hold off Rex and the boys, you'll be ready for anything on the battlefield. Well, yeah, anything with a blaster at least.
Well,
Not bad. It took us 5 minutes to knock you out that time.
she's not gonna be able to fight him off forever.
Begin.
Ah, we finally got that second lightsaber. Oh, it just made me think of Order 66. The flipping of the lightsaber, like, it's amazing. She can't hold him off forever, though. There's no way. Oh,
Let's hope all that training pays off.
Oh, this is when she's escaping.
Hold your fire! Hang on, we have Tano in the command. Send all remaining troops to my position.
When I said it reminded me of Order 66, I didn't actually expect to flash forward to Order 66. I might need a minute. There's so many surprises that have gotten me so far. Baby Ahsoka, Qui-Gon, Yaddle, Rex, Order 66. Is this last one gonna hurt? I feel like this last one's really gonna hurt. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Order 66 killed me. It absolutely killed me. Yeah, you saw her. Oh my gosh. That gave me a cold chill.
You shouldn't have come here. There's nothing you could have done. For either of them.
She was my friend.
Here. If you need anything, you can contact me with this.
No. I'm tired of fighting.
You there?
What can I do for you, officer?
Let's see some identification.
You don't know who Bail Organa is?
It's easy to get lost with all that has happened. Still, we have a duty, don't we? An obligation to uphold.
Who's he talking to right now?
We'll have to escort you back to the procession, Senator.
I understand. And if you should ever need anything, please contact me.
That was weird. I'm happy to see anything with her and Rex after Clone Wars and before Rebels. Because we got to see Rex in Bad Batch, and I don't know if there's going to be anything that intersects in the second season of the Bad Batch or in the Ahsoka show, if there's like flashbacks. Resolve.
You just leave me to it. This is my payload, not yours. You can't leave it like that.
I'm hungry.
It's uneven. It's uneven. Did Ahsoka just help her? Sure did.
We'll be fine, won't we? Master Jedi.
Hey!
You shouldn't say such things.
I'll meet you near the field. At first light.
Probably hasn't had anything hopeful happen in a long time.
See you tomorrow. May the Force be with you.
Hey. Is he gonna go snitch? Jeez. Oh god, I thought it was Vader. she even have anything to fight with? Oh wow, this is beautiful. Oh my god, I love her. I love her so much. Well, that took no time at all. Is it Bail Organa?
I was beginning to think you lost this. Things have only gotten worse. Are you sure you're ready to get back into the fight?
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm really wondering if this is to set up maybe a little bit of backstory, a little bit of canon for the Ahsoka series. And I keep wondering if they're going to do any flashbacks in that series where they're going to have a younger Ahsoka Tano with Rex, maybe with Anakin. I think I would probably freak out if I saw that. But one can hope. One can hope. I know that they have cast Ezra, which I really wish that they hadn't let any of that out. It would have been nice to just have that reveal, but whatever. It's neither here nor there. Cat's out of the bag. We know this now. But I would have liked a little bit more with Ahsoka. I'm glad that we've gotten kind of a little bit more about Count Dooku and that he wasn't always that guy. And I love that we had that moment of him with kind of like digesting a little bit of Qui-Gon's death and sitting outside the tree and having to let him go. I don't like that he's responsible for the death of Yaddle. And I don't know if we knew that. I don't know if we knew Yaddle even died in the prequels. But that's like how you start losing sympathy is when he starts killing Jedi that just want to help him because he doesn't trust them. Why he trusts the Emperor, I don't know, because the Emperor certainly did not trust him. He doubted his loyalty. He even said, "You doubt my loyalty," and he said, "Always." Yeah, I guess you have to kill a Jedi in order to prove it, right? It is nice that we got to kind of have that a little bit of a I don't want to say behind the scenes, but a missing scene that we don't see in the movies of Count Dooku erasing Camino from the archives and deleting everything as Master Sifo Dyas. And while I'm not excited about getting Palpatine in an episode, I mean, at this point, I feel like the Emperor is so played out. And while I do get tired of Anakin always being the glue that like brings all of Star Wars together, I really do love the relationship between him and Obi-Wan, and I love the relationship between him and Ahsoka, and the fact that she was there. I guess not for the funeral, for at least the funeral procession of Padme, and really said like she's my friend. I feel like that gives you a little bit of comfort knowing that Ahsoka was there. At least it does for me. Like Padme, her the love of her life and her children and her one friend, like were missing from that scenario and she was there. I love that. And as always, Bail Organa like extending a hand to any help that he can give throughout the galaxy. I love it. I love it. The imagery of that last episode with the fire behind Ahsoka and like the music and just everything. Like sometimes I don't really like the animation of hair. Like in these shows, it kind of bugs me, but I think I've kind of looked past it. But definitely when they do something that's beautiful, it is beautiful. It is gorgeous. Now, of course, I got a little choked up when I saw Rex. He's probably my second favorite animated character in Clone Wars. I was fine with him being in Rebels, but he didn't look like Rex to me. And definitely seeing him again in this, I don't know why I didn't think about that, like that I was gonna see him. I even mentioned I was like, oh, it's so nice to see the clone troopers again, and then it was just like, boom, there he is. Him and Ahsoka together, and even when she was doing the training with being stunned, I was just like, this kind of reminds me of Order 66, and like how she fought them off, and like that they were all around her, and she's just like deflecting all the blasts. And then it came full circle with that scene. Man, they know what they're doing. God. My best friend, I got him to actually watch Clone Wars. He watched Bad Batch before Clone Wars, and he didn't really have like a love for the clone troopers until he watched Clone Wars, and it really makes you feel differently about clone troopers. It makes them feel like individuals. They're real people. They were on our side. They wanted to do good. Just all their personality traits and everything were so amazing. And then Order 66 happens, and they're not that way anymore. And he had started with the Bad Batch, so he was just kind of like, I don't get it. And then he watches Clone Wars, and he's like, oh, I get it. And then he watches Rebels, which Rebels is personally my favorite out of all the animated series, and it's just because of the Jedi lore that you get from that series. And he's just like, oh, it's okay until you get to the last season, and then he's like, this is amazing. And I'm like, yep. I have very few people that I get to talk to about the animated series of Star Wars. A lot of people think that they're for children, and they just really are not. They really are not. They are top-notch storytelling, and like some of this animation is absolutely stunning. Stunning. Okay, guys, if you want the full-length reaction to these 3 episodes, it will be available on my Patreon, as well as the previous 3 episodes, and as well as other television shows and movies. You can see The Expanse, Sandman. I've been doing horror movies. You can check those out. If you really want to watch Hereditary full-length reaction, that's on you, man. But I've got most of the Conjuring series on my Patreon, so if you want to watch somebody scream like a moron, that's me. But other than that, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. What was your favorite moment in all of this? I'm going to say for me, I'm going to say it's Ahsoka fighting off the stuns from the clone troopers and transitioning into that moment where she's got to fight all the clone troopers. I'd say that that is probably one of my favorite moments out of all of this. And I got to see her as a baby. I got to see her ride a tiger thing, whatever. I got to see young Qui-Gon. I got to see a young Obi-Wan. Well, I got to see an Obi-Wan. The same age as we witnessed him back in Clone Wars. We got Anakin back for a split second, which was really nice and lovely, teaching her a lesson, being the big brother that he always was. And I really thought that was Darth Vader. I'm glad that it was just an Inquisitor, because I feel like that would have just broken my heart if she had to confront him. And there's too many confrontations with Vader where he loses, so I'm also glad that they didn't do that again. Okay, guys, I will be reacting to The Bad Batch when Season 2 comes out, so stay tuned. Like, subscribe, get the notifications down below so when I post those, you know. And just as a little thing, I started watching Andor. Episode 4 bored me to tears. There was actually a thunderstorm going on outside, and I remember just yawning and then saying, the most exciting thing about this episode is the thunderstorm outside. So I feel like I have to watch those as a trilogy. So I'm going to revisit episode 5 and beyond once Andor has concluded. I still don't know if I will release those. It really depends on if I'm bored to tears again. And I am definitely a person that if I don't have something to react to, I don't know why you would want to watch it. And if I'm not excited about something, and I don't always have to have action, like this stuff where it's emotional really does it for me. So I don't really need, space fights and blasters and lightsaber duels and all that. I just need something more than exposition constantly and people fighting over the fact that a stranger was brought into the group repeatedly. Like, we don't need that 4 times in one episode. We really don't. And maybe it's important for the rest of the episodes. But I was like, can we move along away from the story? So that's just where I'm at with Andor right now. Like I said, one of my favorite Star Wars movies is Rogue One. So I want to like it. I just think that I have to manage my expectations. I also think that doing reactions in trilogy form is probably going to be the best thing for my channel and for me to actually enjoy what it is that I'm watching. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I'll see ya. and may the Force be with you.